Founded in 1867, the Howland Chapel School in Heathsville, Virginia, served as both a schoolhouse and a place of worship for African Americans following the abolition of slavery in 1865. Emily Howland, an educator from Sherwood, New York, shared with the Quakers a centuries-old core belief that all humans are equal, and she spent much of her life advocating for the abolition of slavery and providing education for African Americans. From 1857 to 1859, she taught at the Minor School for Girls in Washington, D.C., where her efforts were focused on teaching colored girls and training them to become future teachers. Her mission was supported fiscally and admirably by Quakers and the likes of Harriet Beecher Stowe. Through the Civil War, Emily continued teaching in Arlington, Virginia, to formerly enslaved people the fundamentals of reading and writing. Throughout Virginia, as the Union Army made its way south, slaves were freed and sent to freedmen camps near Washington, D.C., where the conditions were deplorable, especially for women and children. As Emily advocated for equal opportunities in education for all Americans, she felt compelled to offer her services at these overcrowded camps, which later became stricken with smallpox, and her focus was shifted to provide medical care to those affected. Following the war, as the newly freed former slaves were not receiving the land and benefits promised to them, Emily purchased 350 acres of land in Northumberland County, Virginia, where she allowed African Americans to settle, farm the land, and eventually establish the Howland Chapel School serving the children of these families. The schoolhouse also served as a Baptist place of worship from 1867 until 1920 and stayed in operation supported by Emily and the local Black community until 1958. The building is still standing today with a desire for restoration by organizations like the Howland Chapel Futuristic Outreach, Inc. Located in the easternmost county of Northumberland and Northern Neck, Virginia, the Howland Chapel School was built by carpenters and laborers as one of the earliest public schoolhouses in the area and is a rarity in its minimally altered condition. The one-story framed building, accompanied by a small cottage, sit on a wooded lot in a fairly isolated town just west of the Potomac River in Chesapeake Bay. The Howland Chapel School was a symbol of hope and a promise of a brighter future to so many African Americans that it served. Access to education for the formerly enslaved was a crucial step toward becoming self-reliant, and the development of basic skills like reading and writing allowed them entry into a new world of freedom through their education. The advocacy and mission of people like Emily Howland and those who supported her efforts allowed these families to begin a new life as freed Americans and generationally benefited them as the school remained operational for over 70 years. Now it sits as a reminder of the history of our nation and that we are not so far removed from a time where access to education and even basic rights we exercise today were limited to so few Americans.